this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today. We're doing the May 2015 Tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius. And as I shuffle the deck, I ask that all light beings, angels, and God please relay the message that I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. At the beginning of the month, we'll take a card from the beginning. For the middle of the month, we'll pull one from the middle. And for the end of the month, we will take the bottom card. And we have 3 reversed cards. They're all reversed. So, Sagittarius, what does this mean for you in the beginning of May? We have the moon, okay? The moon card is, let me turn it around, it's a beautiful moon shining over the water. It looks like some castles in the background and coastline. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. However, the meaning of the moon when it's upside down is a different meaning. And when I look at this card, like the blue, the night sky, just gives me this feeling of like mystery, the unknown, something that's not very clear, something that is being held back. Something is not what it seems to be. When I look at this card, I'm thinking of, let me see. When I look at this card, I can't help but notice the way like the light of the moon is reflecting on the water, and to me the water is like emotion. And the moon is shedding some light, but it's not, the water isn't showing as clear as it would if it was daylight. The moon is casting some light on it, but you can't see all of it, okay? And basically, this moon card represents the unconscious and dark and the shadow side of life. It symbolizes a journey to the deepest part of your soul. The moon represents times in which you meet with your fears and times of mourning and sadness. It represents things that are dark and hidden. Okay, in many ways, the moon is a very beautiful and positive card. Okay, because we do have to reach an acceptance of the dark sides of life, just like we do, with the lighter sides of life. However, still having a strong connection with the dark side of life can also be very dangerous. But this moon is upside down, let's not forget. So this is not dangerous, okay? This moon card, if it was right side up, would say that we're not seeing things clearly. Something is not what it seems. However, with this card being upside down, you have more clarity on something. Something is no longer, let's put it this way, something is no longer a secret or kept in the dark in the beginning of May. Okay, Sagittarius, this moon card is letting you know that you're no longer in the dark about something. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Middle of the month, okay, is the 6 of Swords. Okay, and it's a woman. She's on a raft. She has someone here rowing for her. There's a bag of 6 swords. Okay, the sky is foggy. Again, we have water. However, this is a reversed card. Very, very beautiful card. And when I look at the 6 of Swords, I see somebody, moving on. She's sitting there while the other person is basically, steering away. Okay, these people are departing into the unknown. However, with this being in reverse, you're not going into the unknown. Just like here, the moon is usually telling you, if it was right side up, that there's things that you're not aware of. However, with it being upside down, you're no longer in the dark about something. And right here, you're not going into the unknown, okay? If it was right side up, yes, they're traveling into the unknown. It's not. It's upside down. So you are voluntarily, okay, departing. This is not like you were forced to leave, it was against your will. You're leaving in haste. You're trying to separate yourself from a situation that you don't know where you're going, but you just don't want to be where you are. No, this card here is telling me that you've taken control of the situation. Whatever you were left in the dark, you're no longer in the dark about. In this situation here, you're not going into the unknown. You're being fully aware, with eyes wide open, middle of the month of something. Okay, you're not just aimlessly, drifting off to sea. And basically this here, with them taking the bag of swords with them, that's they're moving on, but they're taking their wounds with them on the journey. In this case, you're not taking the wounds with you. You know very well where you're going, okay? You're not going to be scarred by this situation that's no longer in the dark, okay? You're standing firm. You know where you're going. At the end of the month, we have the Star card. And the Star card is also upside down. Now, normally with the Star card, okay, the Star card means, well, when I look at the picture on this card, you're noticing, again, I'm going to turn it around so you could see, there's water flowing, beautiful star, the night sky, okay? You're the beginning of the month and the end of the month, you have the darkness, the sky, okay? However, it's not so dark because they're upside down, okay? So when I look at the Star card, what I get from this card, okay, what really calls out to me when I look at this, I mean, not only am I noticing, the dark sky, okay, this card is a symbol of hope and wisdom, okay, and it also means confidence and stands for steady, happy, prosperous time of healing and peace and becoming whole in your life. Okay, and this represents, your intuition, okay, even if you've suffered a lot in your personal history, you came out of this being whole and uninjured, and you'll become whole again. However, though, with the card upside down, you're not so sure inside. You feel like you're lacking hope in this situation. Whatever you were no longer in the dark about in the beginning of the month really has you dragged down at the end of the month. This reversed Star card makes you feel like you're hopeless, whereas if it was right side up, you would have hope. You would begin the healing process. However, with it upside down, you're feeling very helpless and very hopeless at this point. And in order to become whole again, you really have to let go of what the situation was in the beginning of the month that came to light. In the middle of the month, you felt like you knew what you wanted to do. You were moving on. You weren't going into the unknown. You had a plan. You thought you had it all figured out, but something towards the end of the month here, Sagittarius, has you feeling helpless and hopeless. And you can't feel that way. Be happy that you're no longer in the dark with whatever took place in the beginning of the month. Instead of being sorrowful and hopeless because of it, be thankful that it came to light. Be thankful that it's not hidden by the moon. Okay? This moon upside down card means that it's not being hidden. Okay? It's revealed. And at the end of the month, do the best you can to realize that even though this is something bad, it could truly be a blessing in disguise. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be back with many more.